Hello guys, so the draw for the 2024 World Match Play has just been done, and in my opinion this is the greatest ever first round draw I've ever seen. This is unbelievable. Anyway, let's go through the draw. I'm going to try and predict the correct score and who goes through. Just going to go off what I think is going to happen. If you guys want to play along, feel free. Let me know in the comments who you have winning this tournament. And let's get into things. Let's get into the draw for the World Match Play. Okay, let's start off with the first round matches. The first match that was drawn out, the first seed, Luke Humphries. He will be playing against Ricardo Petresco. We're going to go with Luke Humphries win. I'm going to say the score is 10-4. We're going to go 10-4 Luke Humphries in the first game. Next game is going to be Stephen Bunting versus Ryan Joyce. I'm going to go Bunting win. I'm going to say it's close though. I'm going to go Bunting 10-8. That is going to be my prediction for that one. Johnny Clayton versus Raymond van Barneveld. Now, we've just had the Pro Tour, and the winners of the Pro Tour this week were Johnny Clayton and Ross Smith. Now, there are some results in here that I'm actually going to base off of those. So I do think Johnny Clayton probably would have beaten Raymond van Barneveld anyway, but we're going to go for a Clayton win. So far, it's all seeds winning. I'm going to go Clayton 10-7. Next up, Dimitri Vandenberg versus Martin Schindler. This is a tough one because I think Vandenberg's going to be the favourite, but I just fancy Schindler to win this. I can't remember if this goes to 2 clear legs. I can't remember if this does go 2 clear legs or not. I actually don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Let me have a look. Okay, it does go to 2 clear legs. I think this one ends up going like 9-9. I'm going to say Vandenberg 9, Schindler 11. I'm going to say 11-9 to Schindler. Now, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that one, but I think Schindler's got it, and I don't think Vandenberg's playing amazing right now. I think he's playing all right, but I don't think he's playing unbelievable. So we're going to go Martin Schindler, 2 clear legs, 11-9 win. Next up, we have got Daryl Gurney versus Gerwen Price. Price win, I think it'll be relatively close, 10-6. I'm going to go 10-6 to Gerwen Price. Ross Smith versus Josh Rock. Now, before this week, I would have picked Josh Rock to win this, but I think Ross Smith is just about playing better. I want to go 10-8. 10-8 to Ross Smith. Next up, we have got Nathan Aspinall versus Luke Woodhouse. Luke Woodhouse making his debut. Aspinall is the reigning champ. We're going to go Aspinall gets the win. I'm going to say 10-6. We're going to go 10-6 Aspinall. Danny Noppert versus James Wade. That's a tough one. Wade played really well to get into the match play this last week. He's on good form. I know the match play is like a week or 2 away, but I'm going to go James Wade with the win. We're going to go James Wade 10, Danny Noppert 7. That's my result. And one of the 2 best draws of the first round, without a doubt. We've got Michael Van Gerwen versus Luke Littler. Now, Michael Van Gerwen isn't playing his absolute best right now, but he's playing all right. Luke has just come off the back of, I think, 2 first-round losses at the Players' Champs, and obviously he's a very busy boy at the moment. There's a lot going on with Luke. So I actually think Van Gerwen wins this. I'm going to say this one is going to be 12-10. I think it goes 9-9, 10-10, and then I think Van Gerwen goes like 13-12, last 2 legs or something, and wins it. So we're going to say Luke Littler goes out first round, which is harsh, but he's playing against Michael Van Gerwen. So it is what it is. That's probably going to bite me. Luke Littler will probably win it 10-1. But I think, this is like on current form right now, I want to say it's 12-10 to Michael Van Gerwen. Next up, we've got Joe Cullen versus Brendan Dolan. I think this one could be a close one as well. Cullen has not been playing very well recently, but Cullen is a much better TV player than he is a floor tournament sort of. So I am going to back Cullen. I'm going to say Cullen wins this one. I'm going to say it's 10-8. I'll say it's a close one. Next up, Dave Chisnell versus Christoph Ratajski. I'm going Chizzy, and I'm going reasonably comfortably, 10-5. Peter Wright versus Andrew Gilding. This is quite a good draw for both of those guys, to be fair. Peter Wright's not playing great. Gilding's not playing great. My head says Peter Wright, but my heart says Andrew Gilding, and either way, I think either one of them loses next round anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go with my heart. We're going to go 10-7 Gilding. Next up, we have got Michael Smith versus Gary Anderson. Another hell of a first round clash. I'm going to go Smith. I'm going to go Smith 11-9. I think this is the close one. I think this is very close. I think Anderson takes the lead. I think Anderson goes into the break at like 4-1 up. but I think Michael Smith brings it back, and I think he wins it in sudden death. Chris Dobie versus Richie Edhouse. This is actually quite tough, because Edhouse is playing really well at the moment. Edhouse is playing really, really well, but it is debut for Edhouse, so I am going to back experience. We're going to go Dobie wins this one. I'm going to say 10-7. Rob Cross versus Jan van Veen. Again, tough one to pick, but I've got to go experience. 10-8 Rob Cross. And then Damon Heta versus Ryan Searle. This could be an absolute banger of a game. This could be like the most underrated darts match of this whole tournament. I'm going to say Ryan Searle wins. I'm going to go Ryan Searle 10, Damon Heta 8. I'm going to say Ryan Searle wins. I think Heta's just the last couple of weeks not playing his absolute best, but that's what we're going to go for. So we went for Luke Humphries in this one versus Stephen Bunting. So let's have a look. It's Luke Humphries versus Stephen Bunting, 1st to 11. I'm going to go Luke Humphries win. I think he's just so good at the moment. 11-6 we're going to go. I think Bunting is going to... I don't think he's going to play badly. I just think Humphries is just going to do him, to be honest. I think it's going to be one of those games where Luke does the Luke business. Next up, we've got Johnny Clayton versus Martin Schindler. I'm quite tempted to back Schindler again, you know. I don't know what to do with this one. I'm going to say, okay, let's go Clayton. Let's go Clayton 11-9. I think this is going to be a close one, though. I do think this is going to be quite close. Next up, we have got Gerwen Price, and he is going to be playing against Ross Smith. I think Ross Smith wins this. I think Gerwen Price, he's had a bit of an injury, apparently. That's why he pulled out the World Cup of Darts. I think he's going to get past Daryl Gurney, but I think Ross Smith's going to be too much for him. I'm going to say 11-7 to Ross Smith. Let's continue. Nathan Aspinall versus James Wade. I am going to go Aspinall on this one. 11-8. I'm going to go Aspinall 11-8 on that one. I think he goes through again. And then we've got Michael Van Gerwen versus Joe Cullen. Now, Van Gerwen has got Joe Cullen's number. Cullen doesn't beat him very often. In their TV head-to-heads, I'm pretty sure it's very, very Michael Van Gerwen heavy. And I'm going to say it continues. I'm going to go 11-6 to Michael Van Gerwen. Dave Chisnell, he's going to be playing against Andrew Gilding. I think Chizzy wins this one. I think he wins it comfortably. I'm going to say 11-4. Michael Smith, we've gone for against Chris Dobie. Yes, a second round game. It's like such a good game. I'm going to say Chris Dobie. I'm going Chris Dobie. You know what? We're going to do one of these tiebreakers. 13-11. I'm going to say it goes 11-all, and Chris Dobie wins the last two legs. And then we've got Rob Cross versus Ryan Searle. I think that's winnable for Ryan. I think the likelihood is Rob Cross wins, but we're not going on likelihood. I'm just going on what I'm feeling today. So I'm going to say Ryan Searle 11, Rob Cross 7. 7-11 we're going for Ryan Searle. Okay, next up we have got Luke Humphries, and he'll be playing against Johnny Clayton. I think, again, 1st to 16, 16-12, I'm going. Luke Humphries gets through to the semis. Next up, Ross Smith versus Nathan Aspinall. That's a winnable game for both of those. I'm going to say Aspinall wins it. 16-13. I think that'll be quite close, though. I think that's got potentially really good game written all over it. Michael Van Gerwen versus Dave Chisnell. Again, Van Gerwen has just got Chizzy's number, and I don't think that changes. 16-11 to Michael Van Gerwen. And then we have got Chris Dobie versus Ryan Searle. I do think Ryan's day ends here, or week ends here. 1st to 16. 16 for Chris. Ryan's going to get 9. 16-9 Chris Dobie we're going. Okay, moving on to semi-finals. Let me know, guys, what you think as well. Let me know in the comments. We're going to go for Luke Humphries versus Nathan Aspinall, and I can't not go past Luke Humphries. 17-12. I'm going to say 17-12 Luke Humphries. The other semi-final is going to be Michael Van Gerwen versus Chris Dobie. I'm going to say Michael Van Gerwen wins 17-15. Close one. Close one. We're going close on this one. And the final, in my opinion, is going to be Luke Humphries versus Michael Van Gerwen, or Luke Littler. Remember, I backed Michael Van Gerwen to beat Luke Littler in a sudden death last sort of shootout thing. I think if Luke Littler does beat Van Gerwen, it will be Luke Humphries versus Luke Littler in this final. I'm going to go Humphries. 18-14. That is what I think of the match play draw. Those are my predictions. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Let me know how you thought I got on. It's going to be a good week. I'm actually very excited for this. But yeah, sounds good. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, hit the sub button and leave a like on the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.